Introducing your 2011 AAA Blues. Defenseman. Number 2, Patrick Komodowski. Defenseman. Number 7, Hutch Rubis. Forward. Number 9, Tyson Boyer. Defenseman. Number 10, John Peterson. Defenseman. Number 11, Malachi Smith. Defenseman. Number 12, Linus Brooks. Forward. Number 13, Brandon Bauer. Forward. Number 16, Braden Harris. Forward. Number 17, Jackson Giorgio. Defenseman. Number 19, Emerson Minimin. Forward. Number 21, Mason Blanchard. Forward. Number 27, Grant Fugner. Forward. Number 29, Ian Bowers. Goalie. Number 30, Max Stutzer. Goalie. Number 31, Luke Scanapieko. Forward. Number 66, Braden Schneider. Forward. Number 85, Gordon Crowley. Forward. Number 88, Luke Wessel. Forward. Number 91, Jonathan Zilm. Forward. Number 93, Ben Spatansky.
Okay, let's go.
Good evening, Blues fans. We are live here on the USA rink at Centene Community Ice Center for tonight's matchup of your 2011 AAA Blues versus the 2011 Carshield team. This is game 2 of the regular season 3-game series. Blues took the first game by 2 with a late empty net goal. So it was a close game, well battled on both sides. If I recall correctly, it was a goaltending duel. Lots of shots both ways, and both goalies played really well. Blues have finished up their talk at the bench. They're going to start this game with the Giorgio Boyer zone line up front. The defensive pairing is going to be Malachi Smith and Linus Brooks. Blues are back to a full team for the first time in 3 games. We've had a player out last game and 2 game misconducts over the weekend caused the Blues to play down. Blues win the opening faceoff. They get it back to Smith. He goes to his partner Brooks, right back to Smith. Smith goes up the gut, hits Giorgio, deflects off his stick. Carshield takes it away. They go D to D in their own zone. Then they bring it onto the neutral zone. Brooks knocks his man off the puck. Carshield grabs it. They're going to do a cross-zone dump in. Smith gets there, sends it behind the net to Brooks. Brooks has it knocked off his stick. Giorgio grabs it. He goes up to Boyer. Boyer stops and reverses. He tries to take a pass. It hits off the skate of a Carshield player, bounces up in the air, and now Boyer and a Carshield player battle. Carshield pushes it back down low for Brooks. Brooks to Boyer. Boyer to Giorgio. Giorgio gets hit, gets it into Carshield's zone. Carshield grabs it. They go D to D. They're going to chip it up the middle. That puck is knocked down by Giorgio, and here he comes back in. He's got a man in front, past the front, and deflects out of the reach. Malachi Smith pinches down onto the sideboards, takes a shot. Pad saved by the Shield goaltender, and now Shield comes back with it. Their exit attempts picked off, and then the next one was almost picked off again. Komodowski has to rush up, grab that in the neutral zone. He gives it over to Bauer, who's covering the point. Bauer sends it forward, hits off a few players. Carshield claims it in their own zone, and they go D to D. They grab it. They take a slap shot. It goes all the way down the ice off of Komodowski's skate, so no icing. Miniman grabs it behind the net. He goes off the boards to Komodowski. Komodowski hits a seam pass up the middle to Bauer. He tips it around one man. Carshield takes it back. Bauer tries to hold it with the stick. It squirts back out to Miniman. He's going to cross it over to Komodowski. Komodowski back to Miniman. Has it bounce off of his stick. He's going to pass it over to Bowers. Bowers chips it up high in the air, and now he forechecks. Carshield tips it back out. Komodowski pinches, pushes it down for Crowley. Carshield picks it up. They're going to bring it back to the neutral zone, picked off by Miniman. He takes a swat at it, tries to push it in. Carshield clears back to the Blues zone. Komodowski has it. He has a roll off of his stick, and here comes Carshield back in with space. Good drop pass shot. That goes into the far corner. Harris didn't see it there as he was moving into his position. Fugner picks that off. Sauce pass to Harris is completed. Here comes Harris one-on-one into the zone. He makes a move to the center, tries to take the shot. That puck gets knocked off of his stick. Carshield comes away with it. Pass picked off by Fugner. He backhands it to Rubis. Rubis tries to tip it over to Harris. It's blocked down by a Carshield player. Peterson has it. He gets hooked. Carshield comes away with it. They send it to the point. Schneider on the pressure, pushes him down into the corner. Fugner goes in, knocks him off the puck. Rubis grabs it. He sends it out to center ice. Carshield reclaims it. They're going to go far side. That's completed. Fugner on him, and they're going to just throw it in deep at this point. Peterson picks it up behind the net as Carshield goes for a change. Sends it up to Harris. Harris will backhand shovel pass off to Mark, and sorry, somebody was asking me a question. Shot on by Carshield, held on to it, looked by Stutzer, who got the start again. Scanapieko is back in a uniform as he was cleared from concussion protocol today by his doctor. Blues send out the Spatansky-Wessel-Blanchard line. Face-off won by the Blues. Now it's just turned over in the Carshield zone. They're going to reverse it. Smith pinches into the sideboards, takes a shot towards the front. Loose puck. Wessel grabs it, sends it through the slot. Can't connect with Spatansky as Carshield grabs it. They reverse. Quick pass by Brooks. Gets it right back up to Wessel. Wessel pushes it down into the corner. He reverses. He has it roll off of his stick, so he has to just protect the puck. Spatansky goes in to help him out. They reverse it. Now Carshield gets it up to the sideboards. Their pass hits their own man on the skate. Wessel picks it up, takes it towards the net. Oh, he tried to get it into the front, just out of the reach of Spatansky again. Good hold by Malachi Smith. Carshield grabs it. They cleared the neutral zone as it skimmies around Blanchard. They make a far ice pass. He takes it into the blue zone, turns, reverses, drops it deep. Brooks picks it up behind the Blues net. He's going to skate it out through the crease. He gets hooked up, sends it forward to Blanchard. Blanchard chips it in as he's going for a change, and Blues able to get a full fresh unit on. They get it around Malachi Smith, who hits his man. Zilm on the back check takes the puck away. He sends it around, dodges the hit. Nobody home for the Blues. Shot, that goes through the crease. It's going to come all the way out to Boyer. Boyer goes far side, hits Zilm. Zilm blows an edge. He goes down. Carshield takes it away, but Giorgio's right there to reclaim it. He goes to Brooks. Brooks up to Boyer. Boyer has it knocked off of his stick, and Carshield had an odd man rush there had they looked up as the Blues defender was going for a change. Komodowski reverses it behind the net. He goes far side. That pass is too hot to handle for Boyer, so Carshield claims in their own zone. They send it high up off the glass, and good stick by Giorgio takes it away. Giorgio skates it in. He's got room, gets it knocked off his stick. He's going to go battle for it in the corner, gets to it, does a little pass off the boards. He's now brings it up the sideboards, knocked off his stick again. Boyer's there, helps him. Giorgio grabs the puck, comes out to Komodowski. Komodowski shot on, blocker save, goes a mile in the air, and then it is picked up and held on to by the Carshield goaltender. Long sequence of hockey there. We went a full 5.5 minutes with no whistle or stoppage in play. Blues will continue with Giorgio, Zilm, Boyer up front, Komodowski and Miniman on defense. Face off one back to Komodowski. His pass down to Boyer's picked off. Here comes Carshield through the neutral zone. They go far side. Zilm's going to pick that up. He reverses. He goes far side. Boyer kicks it into their zone. Carshield's going to beat him to it. And they're going to flip it high back to the blue zone for Komodowski to settle. He goes to his partner, Miniman. Miniman up the gut for Giorgio. Giorgio to Zilm, and that is offsides. Blues are going to send out a fresh unit after that whistle. They send out Crowley, Bowers up front. Miniman and Komodowski will continue on defense. Face-off is won by Carshield. They go D to D just inside their own zone. Pass forward, picked off by Bowers. They get it right back, though. They clear it into the blue zone to Komodowski. He goes to Miniman. Miniman with pressure puts it forward for Bauer. Bauer to Crowley, and Crowley puts it in deep. Crowley now knocks it off the man's stick in the zone. Bauer on a good forecheck takes the puck away. He shakes off the hit, skates through it, grabs the puck, takes it behind the net, wrap around. That's a save by the Carshield goalie. Bauer gets it back. He goes far side to Miniman. Miniman shot. That deflects off a stick, and that goes up into the netting. And so we have another stoppage in play. Blues send out Rubis and Peterson on defense. Crowley, Bowers will continue up front. Face off, won by Carshield into their own corner. They send it behind the net to the near side corner, picked up by Bowers. He tips it back for Bauer. Now they're going to battle with the Carshield player in the corner. Bauer hits his man. Bowers comes in and knocks his. Puck squirts out. Carshield third man grabs it. His pass picked off. Good hold by Rubis. Gets it to Crowley. Crowley down low to Bowers. It gets knocked off of his stick, and Carshield able to clear. It goes out to the neutral zone. Rubis picks it up. He circles. He goes up for Bauer. Bauer tries to tip it forward for Crowley. Crowley settles it down. Gets it to Bowers. Bowers can't get enough stick on it to get the shot, but claims control of the puck behind the net as Schneider comes out and steals it. Bowers grabs it, tries to push it towards the front. Peterson pinches down low. He gets tripped, and Blues are going to go on their first power play as Peterson got taken down. Blues will keep Fugner, Schneider, Harris up front. Rubis and Peterson will be the defensive pairing. Bugner lines up to take the draw to the Carshield goaltender's left. It is won by the Blues. Fugner sends it out to the point to Rubis. Rubis skates the line, goes to Peterson. Peterson goes far circle for Harris, back out to Rubis, back to Harris. Harris over to Peterson. Peterson with room, shot. That goes just wide. Rubis going to have to hustle. He's not going to be able to hold it. Blues are going to have to retreat to the neutral zone and regroup. Rubis is going to skate it right back out with speed. He's going to bring it in. Gets it knocked off of his stick. Gets it right back. Now he's going to skate it the opposite way and dump it in. Blues go in on the forecheck. Schneider first to the puck. He holds it on the sideboard, sends it back to Peterson. Peterson to Rubis. Rubis back to Peterson. Peterson shot. That's on. Puck's in front. Oh, Fugner shoots. It goes just wide. Peterson picks it up. He goes behind the net for Schneider. Schneider looks. He goes out to Harris. Harris. Oh, he tries to throw a quick pass on. That goes to the far point. Fugner picks it up. He's going to skate it down low. Takes it behind the net. He goes out to Harris. Harris out to Rubis at the point. Rubis to Harris. Back to Rubis. Rubis shot. That gets through. And that is held on to by the Carshield goaltender as he saw it the whole way. Blues send out Spatansky, Blanchard, and Wessel up front. Defensively, we will have Smith and Brooks. Is won by the Blues. Wessel takes it behind the Carshield net, falls off his stick into the corner. He picks it back up. He goes far side point to Smith. Smith down low for Spatansky. Back out to Smith. Smith sends it far side point to Brooks. Brooks right back to Smith. Smith down low for Spatansky. Has it bounce off of him. Carshield grabs it. That puck goes all the way down, and that should be far enough for icing, and it will be. So 7:22 left here in the first period. We have a tie game, 0-0. 7:22 left. Blues have had one power play that was unsuccessful. Been a pretty clean game thus far. We hope to keep it that way. Spatansky lines up, take this draw to the Carshield goaltender's right. It is won by the Blues back to Smith, and they're going to say it was a hand pass of some sort. So we have a hand pass. I'm going to start the music that time. So we'll have a neutral zone face-off, this time right next to the Carshield bench. Carshield wins that face-off. They send it high off the boards. Brooks settles it, holds it there. It gets knocked off of his stick behind the Blues net for Smith. Smith goes up the point for Blanchard. He tips it to Spatansky, and here comes Spatansky and Wessel as he can't get around the last man. They're going to grab it. They send it all the way around. Brooks is going to hold that at the line. He puts it back in deep for Wessel. Wessel gets hit, still controls. Spatansky comes in to help him out. Puck is loose. Brooks grabs it. He goes to his partner Smith. Shot through, loose puck. Goalie didn't see it, and Carshield grabs it, and they quickly exit the zone. It is picked off by Brooks, though. Brooks goes to Wessel. Wessel's pass to Blanchard off the mark. Carshield picks it up. They go D to D on their own dot. Now they're going to put it high off the glass. That's going to go right to Brooks. Brooks straight back up the boards, hits Wessel. Wessel's going to cross the red line, brings it into Carshield's territory. Around to the outside, he circles as he's waiting. From his stomach, passes to Komodowski, who was just breaking on the ice. He sends it to the front. That's blocked. Zilm's there for it. Zilm puts it back in deep. No Blues there as Wessel was changing. They reverse. They bring it out near side. They're going to go high off the glass. That is held in. Oh, boy. Very close to being held in by the Blues, but went out by the tiny bit, I guess. Looked close. Blues finish the line change. Komodowski, Miniman on defense. Zilm, Giorgio, Boyer up front. Face-off one back to Komodowski. He skates it far side, puts it in deep. Heads up, they're going to throw it off the glass. The Blues only have one defenseman back. Luckily, they couldn't handle it, so Miniman grabs it, settles it, stops behind the Blues net. He looks near side. He looks far side, sends it to Komodowski in the corner. Komodowski goes for a skate. His pass almost picked off, as now it was. They take a long shot from the red line. It goes on net, settled by Stutzer, gives it to Komodowski. Komodowski goes for a skate. He's going to skate it across the red line. He has it knocked off of his stick. And Carshield, they're going to send it near side, stretch pass. Now they're going to go far side, glove down by Miniman. Miniman with the guy right on him. All he can do is push it towards the boards. Carshield puts it in deep. Komodowski battles behind the net. Giorgio on a back check picks up the loose puck. He makes a move. He gets to the outside. He gets around the last and towards the front. Shot on. Loose puck. And, oh, man, puck is still out. There is a dozen players in the net. 2 Carshield players, 2 Blues players, and a goalie all found their way into the back of the net there, but no puck. Blues make a line change. They send out Peterson and Rubis on defense. The offensive unit joining them is going to be Crowley, Bauer, and Bowers. Crowley coming off at minimum a 3-point game as he had first 3 goals in the Blues last game. He had 2 of them and assisted on the other one. Crowley lines up to take this neutral zone draw. Referees push him back the wingers. Face-off is a tie-up, and we'll see who wins it. It is won by the Blues. Rubis has it. He goes to Peterson right on the Blues blue line, up to Bowers. Bowers turns, rifles it in. Crowley gets in on the forecheck. Goalie grabs it, sends it around to the near side boards, and knocks around Bauer. And what a good play by him to hold it there as he gets it to Crowley. Crowley cuts towards the center. He gets it onto the net, and goalie is going to hang on to it. A little bit of extracurriculars. I don't think their goalie appreciated the poke there at the end. I don't think I would have either. Don't blame him for getting frustrated. Face-off won by the Blues, back to Peterson again. Peterson shot, that's tipped on. Loose puck in front, again a loose puck. Bowers turns and Bowers buries it. So Bowers puts the Blues up by a goal with 4:23 left in the first period. Blues will continue with Crowley, Bauer, and Bowers. Carshield had won the faceoff. Turnover in front of the net. Luckily, Blues pick it right back up, and then the next pass picked off again, but Crowley picks that loose puck up. He crosses the red line. He puts it in deep. That's going to go behind the net. Carshield's goalie plays it out to his defenseman. Schneider on the forecheck knocks it off of his stick. They turn. They're going to send it into the neutral zone. And here comes Carshield, 2-on-2 back into the Blues zone. Fugner back covering, breaks it up. Loose man. Wide open shot, and what a save by Stutzer again. Fugner grabs it, and he's just going to throw it as the Blues got caught there kind of flat-footed, but Stutzer was up for the challenge. Blues will complete the line change. Fugner, Schneider, Harris up front. Defensively, we have Brooks and Smith. Fugner lines up to take this draw to Stutzer's left. It is won by Carshield, shot blocked by Harris, put right back down deep. Brooks hits his man. They get the puck behind the Blues net. Brooks picks it up. He sends it hard up the boards to Harris. Harris tries to go behind the back to Fugner. It's picked off. Schneider then knocks that puck off. He's going to chip it around one man. Tries to get to Harris. Carshield takes it away. Brooks sends it far side for Smith, and Blues struggling to clear the zone here. They send it up to Schneider. Schneider tips it to Harris. Harris gets it around the last man. He's got Fugner cutting to the front. Schneider in the top. Skates it all the way around. He goes out to the point to Brooks, and that will be offsides. 3:05 left here in the first period. Blues lead 1-0 after that goal by Ian Bowers. Offsides assessed against the Blues. No change in personnel for the Blues. Carshield sends out a fresh unit. Face-off is won by Carshield. They send it back into the blue zone. Smith picks it up just inside the blue line. He goes down to the circle to Brooks. Brooks sends it up. He tries to hit Schneider. That pass is picked off. Good step up by Smith. Takes that. They send it back down deep. It's picked off by Fugner. Fugner puts it in deep. Schneider goes in on the forecheck. He beats his man. He holds in the corner and waits for help. Harris goes in to grab him. Schneider pushes it towards him. Carshield now pushes it to the corner. Harris keeps battling. Carshield makes a move. They're going to skate it up the sideboards. Harris never gave up on it. Gets the puck off his stick. Schneider cuts to the net. Fugner takes it behind. Fugner gets hit. Schneider goes in to grab the puck. He sends it out the point to Smith. Smith, long shot. That deflects into the corner. Harris goes back to battle for it. Schneider's there. Fugner was there. They push it around the boards. Brooks pinches down. He puts it back in deep for Fugner. Fugner skates it out to the circle. He reverses. He takes it towards the net. He gets knocked down. They take it behind. Sauce pass picked up by Schneider. His shot goes just wide. Harry's going to go the far corner. He picks up the loose puck. Fugner goes to change. Harris skates it to the top of the circle. Drop pass for Smith. Smith takes it down low behind the net. He gets tripped. No call there. Carshield comes away with it. Their clearing attempt gets past Brooks, and Harris is going to have to get back as Blues were not back. Harris does beat the man, gets it to Smith. Smith goes up to Blanchard. Blanchard chips it in. Blues go in on the forecheck as they're completing the line change. Carshield gets it. They go D to D behind the net. They send it up to the near side boards. Long stretch pass completed, knocked off the stick by Komodowski. They reclaim it. Shot on. That goes off of Stutzer into the corner. And, oh, man, all kinds of pressure here. Stutzer up for it, though. Wessel grabs that pass from Komodowski. He's going to skate it into their zone. He's got space. Drop pass for Blanchard. Blanchard puts it in front. Oh, what a pad save by the Carshield goaltender there. That was an incredible save. Blanchard got to the outside, and he swung his leg around probably faster than I think anybody would have expected and made a great leg pad save to keep this a one-goal game. Spatansky will line up to take this face off to the goalie's right. Ref pushes the wingers back out. Face off, won by the Blues, back to Komodowski. He sends it to Miniman. Miniman dances the line with it. He shoots. That hits a stick. That goes a mile high into the near side corner. Wessel comes away with it. He's going to make a move. He skates it down. He's got space. Shot, blocker, save, rebound in front. Batted down by Carshield. They're going to send it off the boards. Good stick down by Spatansky. And now Carshield's going to push it forward as Patty's step-up worked there. Miniman picks off the next pass. He's going to bring it in. He tried to drop for Blanchard. Nobody was home, and here comes Carshield now, 2-on-2 with the forward back, and good play by Spatansky to knock it to Blanchard. Wow, what a late, nasty hit that was. Blues hit their man. They knocked the puck off, and Carshield's decided they just would like to check now instead of play hockey, as that's 3 late hits in a row. And then a punch to Wessel on his way to the bench. That was nice. Very sportingly. Blues send out Giorgio, Boyer, Zilm up front. Rubis and Peterson are on defense. Giorgio wins that faceoff back to Peterson. Peterson gives it over to Rubis. Rubis back to Peterson. Peterson, stretch pass, goes past everybody. It's on net, no icing against the Blues, and that'll do it for the first period. Your Blues lead 1-0. And we'll be back for the start of the second here shortly. And we are ready to get the second period underway. Blues are going to start this with Giorgio Boyer Zilm up front. Rubis and Peterson will be the defensive pairing. Face-off is won by Carshield. They send it up to the winger. He's going to turn and just throw it in. That hits off of something, stops on the sideboards. Peterson's pass is picked off. Rubis battles it, knocks it off their player's stick. Zilm grabs it. He fans on his pass, but still gets it to Giorgio. Giorgio gets it back to Zilm. Zilm drops it for Boyer. Boyer back to Zilm, just out of his reach as he tried deflecting it towards the net. Carshield brings it back through. Pass picked off by Peterson. Peterson to Boyer. Boyer's pass off the mark, but picked off by Boyer and Zilm. And Zilm buries Zilm to Giorgio and buries it as Carshield player knocked the own net off, so no whistle on that. And that puts the Blues up 2-0. So Giorgio from Zilm and I believe Peterson here with 15:27 left here in the second period put the Blues up by 2. Blues will continue with the same line. They've got Giorgio, Zilm, Boyer, Peterson, Rubis. Face off won by the Blues, back to Rubis. Rubis skates it across the red line. He puts it in deep. Carshield goalie settles behind the net, sends it back up the sideboards. They're going to clear, held by Rubis. Rubis shot right to Giorgio. Giorgio shot on net, and it is saved by the Carshield goalie as Giorgio tried to go 5-hole. Give a quick shout out to the Blues' biggest fan at home, Mackenzie, who plays 6U for the Chesterfield Lady Falcons, is watching as she's getting ready for bed. Thanks for watching, Mackenzie. Blues make a change. They send Crowley, Bowers up front with Smith and Brooks, on defense. Offensive zone face-off will be to the right of the Carshield goaltender. Ref backing the players out again. Face-off won by the Blues, back to Brooks. Brooks slap shot. That hits Crowley. He's stung. It goes to the corner for Bauer. Bauer has it bounce off of his stick. Carshield comes away with it. They cleared the neutral zone, hits Snow just enough to where Brooks can't grab the puck. And now they're going to bring it in. They go far side, shoot towards the flip pass towards the center is knocked down by Smith. Carshield grabs it. Brooks picks that off. He gets it to Bauer. Bauer has it knocked off of his stick, but it goes right to Bowers, and now Bowers gets it back. Man, what a calamity of a zone entry that was. Bowers holds it at the line as he's battling. He gets put down on another late hit. Carshield reverses behind their own net. They're going to flip it far side. That's going to go all the way down into the Blues zone. Not far enough for icing as Brooks grabs it. He circles behind as the Blues are also making a change. Brooks gets around one man. He brings it through the neutral zone. He brings it into Carshield's territory. Sends it towards the front. That goes into the far corner. Buechner picks it up. He goes down low for Harris. Harris kicks it forward as he gets checked. Sends it out to the point to Brooks. Brooks, long shot. It's behind the net now. Buechner battles for it. They put it far side. Miniman pinches all the way down. It gets past him. Komodowski's going to have to pick it up in the Blues zone. He's going to skate it. He goes to Schneider. Schneider circles in his own zone. He goes to Miniman. Miniman's going to skate it into the neutral zone. He crosses the red line. He puts it out of play, and we'll have a stoppage in play. So we'll have a center ice face-off after that puck is sent out of play. No change in personnel for the Blues. Buechner lines up to take it. It is one back to Komodowski. He crosses the red line, puts it in deep. He's going to forecheck himself. He gets to it first. He takes it behind. He reverses, takes it towards the front. His room, puck's loose in front. Carshield grabs it, sends it out to the point. Miniman off the boards. Schneider comes in to help him out. He tries to get towards the center. That's picked off, and now Schneider has to get back as Blues were almost caught on odd man rush. Komodowski gets the puck back. Komodowski takes it behind the net. He reverses. He's going to go for a skate now with the man all over him. He hits his partner Miniman. Miniman up to Harris. Harris brings it into the Carshield zone. Goes far side for Kamadowski. Kamadowski shot. That's on. Saved by the Carshield goalie. Knocked to the corner. It goes far side. Harris knocks it off of his stick. He circles. He takes it down low. He sends it out to the point to Miniman. Miniman circles as well. He takes it down low now. He's got a man on him. Drops it for Fugner. Fugner shot, loose puck in front. Schneider gets his stick lifted. Carshield comes away with it. Good back check by Harris. Knocks it off of his stick. Miniman grabs it. He's going to put it right back in. Harris gloves it down, and they're going to say he hand passed it to himself because I don't think anybody but Harris touched that. 12:20 left here in the second period. Blues lead 2-0 after a goal by, who was that? Giorgio? No, it was, Giorgio. Giorgio from Zell. Face-off won by Carshield. Blues have put a new line out after that whistle. Carshield picked up a loose puck as it hit a weird seam and went right to the center. Blues have Spatansky, Wessel, Blanchard up front with Rubis and Peterson. Puck is kicked out into the Carshield zone by Wessel as they were battling on the sideboards. Carshield sends it up the sideboards, held at the point by Smith. Smith puts it, or Spatansky, excuse me, he puts it in deep. Blanchard battles for it far side. Carshield makes the pass forward. They're going to send it back into the blue zone. Rubis grabs it. He sends a pass out to the neutral zone, hits off a Carshield player, goes right to Blanchard. Blanchard puts it in deep. Spatansky goes in on the forecheck behind the net. He hits his man off the puck. He then grabs it, reverses. He's got two men there. He gets it to Blanchard, who is down low. Blanchard kicks up the sideboards. Peterson pinches down. He holds it on the sideboards now, reverses behind his back, makes another move, now pushes it towards the center, and gets it over to Spatansky. Spatansky's shot can't get enough on it, and that is held on to by the Carshield goaltender. Spatansky could have got any more on that shot. That would have been a really good opportunity. Couldn't get enough stick on it. Blues make a full line change again. They send out Brooks and Smith on defense. Giorgio, Boyer, Zilm will be the offensive unit. Offensive zone face-off is won by the Blues into the corner. Boyer has it. He takes it behind the net. He sends it into the corner for Giorgio. Giorgio tips it back towards Boyer. Boyer gets knocked off it. Zilm's going to go battle in the corner for this one near side. He pushes it deep. He gets taken down. Carshield grabs it. Giorgio hits him off the puck and takes it away from him. Goes off the boards and tries to hit the point. Puck is picked off by Carshield. Zilm strips it off of him, brings it back in, hits Boyer far side. Boyer, long shot, that gets through, glove save, and that is held on to by the Carshield goaltender as well. No change in personnel for either team. Giorgio will take this offensive zone face-off to the right of the Carshield goaltender. Face-off, won by the Blues out to Smith. Smith puts it into the corner far side. Carshield picks it up. They're going to send it high off the glass. That is gloved down by Brooks. He sends it far side. Giorgio hits his man and gets the puck first. He gets it knocked off of his stick. And Blues are going back to the power play as somebody on Carshield is going to the box for hooking. Blues will continue with the same unit. Giorgio, Boyer, Zilm up front. Defensively, Brooks and Smith will continue. Giorgio lines up to take this draw. It is won by the Blues. Zilm sends it out to Brooks. Brooks skates the line. Takes a shot, crossbar, and that goes into the netting behind. No call there as Carshield pushes it to the corner. And good play by Boyer just to get the puck back from Carshield. Blues got to wait as they're clearing the zone now. Brooks brings it across. He puts it in deep, held up behind. They're going to send it back into the corner. They flip it up high, held on the line by Smith. Smith skates it down into the corner. He goes to Zilm. Zilm back to Smith. Smith to Brooks. Over to Boyer, near side top of the circle. He goes down low to the goal line to Zilm. Zilm skates it behind the net, shakes off a hit, sends it over to the far side boards for Smith. Smith down low for Zilm again. He's got a man on him, gets it back to Smith. Smith to Giorgio. Giorgio slap shot, deflects high of the net. Zilm picks it up behind the net as he battles for it. Boyer goes in, he steals the puck. He pushes it around one man. Comes back, far side, sends it to Smith. His one-timer deflects. Giorgio picks up the loose puck, gives it back to Smith. Smith to Brooks. Brooks slap shot. That's on loose puck. Another slap shot, another block, and a good hold by Brooks there as Carshield now finally able to clear. Hits a weird seam, bounces right back to Brooks. Brooks grabs it. He throws it far side corner. Blues start a line change. And they're going to clear it. That goes all the way down. It's going to be almost on net, except Miniman can grab it. Here come the Blues. Stretch past Smith is tipped in. Bauer goes in on the forecheck. Carshield sends it around hard. Bowers grabs it. He goes to Crowley. Crowley drops it for Bowers. Bowers to Bauer. They reverse. He takes it down low, gets around one shot. That goes just high. Crowley picks it up as Bauer blew a tire, tries to get it to Miniman, does so now. Miniman with space comes in, shot on. Glove save made easy by the Carshield goaltender. No change in personnel for the Blues. Miniman, Komodowski on defense. Crowley, Bauer, Bowers up front. Face-off is pushed to the corner. Bowers, in a Carshield player battle. Bauer comes in to help out. He knocks it to Crowley. Crowley gets hit off the puck. He's going to hold it there with his skate as Bauer comes in to try to grab it. Carshield pushes it behind the net. Crowley beats him to it. He gets hit. Bauer's now back there helping. Crowley kicks it to him, and now it gets pushed back into the scrum as Bauer's just trying to kick towards the corner. He gets knocked down, does a somersault off of a Carshield player. That's going to be a penalty against Bowers now as he trips a player. So Blues go to the penalty kill with 7:53 left here in the second period. Bowers, minute 30 for tripping. Blues will send out Wessel and Spatansky up front. Komodowski and Miniman will be the defensive pairing. Face-off will be to Stutzer's left. Face-off won by Shield. They send it out to the point. They go D to D. Down low to the near side circle. Shot. That's blocked by Komodowski. He gives it to Wessel. Wessel to Spatansky. Back to Wessel. Komodowski overskates it. Spatansky picks up the loose puck. Sends it back to Miniman. Miniman to Komodowski. Komodowski crosses the red line. He puts it in deep. It goes to the far corner as it bounced over the goalie stick. Carshield picks it up. They skate it through. Wessel on a forecheck kicks it off of his stick. He gets taken down. No call there. Loose puck in front. Hits a couple skates. Miniman's going to hold at the point. He goes over to Wessel. Wessel, he's just going to put it in deep and burn some more time. They send it back up the boards. Now they send it back down deep into their corner. Carshield bench screaming to move as they've not gotten out of the zone just yet. But this is really good forechecking on the penalty kill by Spatansky and Wessel. Carshield does come away with it. They send it down. That goes all the way. That should be enough for icing, and it is. Wow, late dirty hit again. And, of course, it starts. So we'll let this get hammered out, and we'll be back. And we are ready to get play resumed. It looks like one player each from Blues and Carshield will take a 10-minute misconduct, or 8 minutes in this league, whatever you want to call it. They called head contact on both, it looked like, is what we thought we heard. So Carshield will continue their power play for another 13 seconds. Blues have Blanchard and Giorgio up front. Blues again controlling. Puck comes out. It is shot towards the net by Rubis, hits off of something and deflects wide. Rubis pinches, holds, gets it knocked off of his stick, and here comes Carshield with numbers. Bauer's now out of the box. Giorgio and Blues take another penalty, and then another late hit. And here we go again. We'll be back. So it would appear Blues took 2 penalties while getting cross-checked in the neck somehow. So that's an interesting way to call it, but it is what it is. So Blues will be 5-on-3 for 2 minutes here, or a minute 30, I guess. Blues are starting to get a party in the penalty box down here as Blanchard and Giorgio are going to join Miniman for a minute and a half. And why are we not starting play? Did somebody take a timeout? I guess somebody took a timeout, so who knows? So we'll be back. And we're ready to get rolling here. Spatansky will be the forward on this 5-on-3. Peterson and Rubis will be the defensive killers. Faceoff was won by Carshield. Blues steal it. They send it all the way back down. That's not going to go far enough for icing. Carshield takes it behind their own net. They're going to skate it through the neutral zone, across the red line. They bring it in. They take it to the outside. Now they try to set up. They send it back to the point. They send it back to the far side circle. They try to go to the top of the near side circle, out of his reach. Defenseman grabs it. He goes to the slot, sends it to the side of the far circle, back out to the top of the point, down low to the dot, back out to the point, back to the dot, shot, that misses. It's going to go all the way around and to the neutral zone. 44 seconds left in this 5-on-3. Carshield's going to bring it back in with speed. They pull up at the line, picked off by Rubis, and Carshield grabs it right back. They send it down low. Rubis hits his man, holds it there. It goes out to the point. They're going to skate it towards the center. They go top of the far circle, back to the point, back to the top of the circle, hits off the skate, goes to the boards, sent back to the near side circle, goes down below the goal line. He's going to skate it out now, out to the point. Far side circle, shot, that's blocked in front by a Carshield player. Rubis grabs it, he sends it off the glass. That goes all the way out, and that should be an icing, and Blues are back at 5-on-5. No shots on goal, one went wide. Momentum shift there for the Blues as they kill off the 5-on-3. They're going to send out Fugner, Schneider, Harris up front, Smith and Brooks on defense. Fugner's going to take this draw to Stutzer's right. Face-off is won by Carshield. They skate it towards the side. Gets knocked off of their stick. Smith battles in the corner for it. Fugner goes in to help him out. Puck is loose on the sideboards. Fugner steals it. He's got Schneider with him. Fugner crosses the red line. Big reverse hit. Knocks his man to the ice. They're going to send it high off the glass. Brooks comes down, hits his man, takes the puck away. Fugner grabs it, hits it again. Schneider has a loose puck, goes out to Smith. Smith down to Fugner as this puck's bouncing all over the place. Fugner, long shot. That's on loose puck in front. Harris gets a whack at it, and it is held on to by the Carshield goaltender. When you set out over 10s, you don't have to put a man in the box because they don't get to come out. Blues will continue with the same unit. Fugner, Schneider, Harris up front. Smith and Brooks on defense. Fugner lines up to take this one to the Carshield goalie's left. It is won by the Blues. Schneider puts it behind the net. Harris is going to go chase that into the far corner. He gets there first. He kicks it to himself. He reverses. He gets taken down. Carshield clears to the neutral zone. They stretch it out across. It hits off their skates. Smith knocks him off the puck. Fugner picks it up. He goes to Brooks. Brooks hits Smith, and it goes right under his stick, and that will be an icing against the Blues. Blues will send out a fresh 5-man unit after that icing. Komodowski, Miniman on defense. The forward unit will be Giorgio, Boyer, and Zilm. Giorgio lines up to take this draw to the left of Stutzer. It is won by the Blues. Rubis takes it behind the net. Or, I'm sorry, Miniman's not out. It's Rubis and Komodowski. Miniman's in the box. They send it far side. Boyer sends a pass towards the front, and Rubis hits the goalie, and he's going to the box for sure. Wow. So Blues will go back to the penalty kill as Rubis takes an interference against the Carshield goaltender in what was not a smart hockey play. Blues will send out Spatansky and Wessel up front. Defensively, Komodowski and Smith. Wessel will line up to take this draw. It is tied up, pushed towards the point. Wessel picks it up. He gets it out to the neutral zone as he gets taken down. Carshield sends it right back up the boards. Wessel stays all over his man. They have to retreat to their own zone, knocks it off his own stick. They're going to sauce pass to the far side here. Then they pass near side. They're going to bring it in now. Nobody there as he's got a seam. And he skates it. Drop pass behind his back down low. Shot on. Loose puck in front. And they score. So, the power play goal by Carshield puts this game back to within 1. Blues will make a line change after surrendering that shorthanded goal. They send out Crowley, Bowers up front. Defensively, we will have Peterson and Smith. Crowley's going to line up to take this center ice face-off. Face-off is won by the Blues. Smith crosses the red line with it. He brings it into the Carshield zone. He puts it in deep, and that hits off something and goes into the netting. Crowley lines up to take this one. It's going to be to the left of the Carshield goaltender as Carshield makes a substitution right before the whistle there. Face-off, won by the Blues, back to Smith. Smith's shot, that deflects just wide. They try to clear up the sideboards. It is picked off by Bauer. Bauer down low for Bowers. Bowers has it knocked off of his stick. Bauer comes in to help. Bowers grabs it, puts it in deep. He's going to race behind the net, beat his man to it, tries to reverse to Bauer. They get tangled up, and they're going to clear up the sideboard. Smith pinches down low, holds it there. Crowley retreats to the point. Bauer hits his man, and as they clear, it is picked off by Peterson. Peterson to Smith, and here come the Blues back in. Smith drops it for Crowley. Crowley takes it behind the net, sends it in front. Man open, couldn't get a stick on it. And here comes Carshield. They're going to push it back into the neutral zone. Peterson picks it up. He tips it around one man. He's going to skate it in. He gets it down deep as he gets hit off the puck. Carshield takes it behind their own net. Their pass out is picked off by Smith. Smith over, tries to hit Wessel, who was just getting on the ice. It's just out of his reach. Wessel skates with it. He's got space, shot on, and an easy glove save, and held on to by the Carshield goaltender. So we'll have a line change after that, or at least finish the line change. Blanchard, Spatansky, Wessel up front, Brooks and Rubis on defense. Face-off comes to the left of the Carshield goaltender. It's won by Carshield. Their defense flip it off the glass, held at the line by Rubis. Carshield bats it down, sends it out. Peterson grabs it, puts it right back in. That's knocked down by the Carshield defender. He sends it up to the neutral zone. Rubis hits his man off the puck and then sends the puck right back out. Blanchard tries to push it around the last man. It gets hit up in his skate, and now we have a scrum on the boards as Rubis steals that puck. He's going to make a move around a man. He gets out, tries to go around the last. He skates down into the corner. He's got time. Nobody at the point, so he can't go there. Rubis skates the line. He chips it around a man. He reverses, goes over to Wessel covering the point now. Wessel back to Rubis, has it knocked off of his stick. Brooks picks it up in the neutral zone. He turns around, pass off the boards, picked up by Carshield, and here they come back in the zone. Heads up, man on the back door, loose puck in front, and that is swallowed up and held on to by Stutzer with 50 seconds left here in the third period. Blues will send out Fugner, Schneider, Harris up front. Smith and Komodowski will be the defensive pairing. Face-off won by the Blues. Smith takes it behind the Blues net. He goes up to Schneider on the near side boards. Schneider hits Harris. Harris brings it into the Carshield zone. He takes it to the outside. He reverses. He goes out to the point to Smith. Smith shot. That gets through. Glove save, and that is held on to by the Carshield goaltender as well. I think I tried to say cartender there. Carshield goaltender. Face-off, won by Fugner. Schneider ties up his man. Fugner pushes it behind the net. Carshield knocks him off the puck. They're going to send it up the boards. Held at the line. Almost held the line by Komodowski, but he tips it over to Smith. Smith to Fugner. Fugner, he's going to dump it in the corner. Schneider goes on the forecheck. He beats his man to it, takes it behind the net. He goes to the corner to Fugner. Schneider gets it back from him, sends it to the near side corner. He goes all the way out to the point. And down low again for Schneider. He lets it go behind the net for Fugner. Fugner skates it out. He sends it to the point to Komodowski. Komodowski, long shot. Hits the outside of the net. And Harris tries to put it back in front. And that'll do it for the second period. Blues lead 2-1. We'll be back for the third period here shortly. And for those of you at home, we turn the camera off, but there is a Zamboni break, so we'll be back in about 15 minutes. We'll see you then. And we are back and ready to get this third period underway. 16 minutes go back on the clock. Miniman and the Carshield player return to the sin bin to finish out their misconducts. Blues are going to get this period started with Giorgio Zilm Boyer up front. Rubus and Peterson will be the defensive pairing. And we are ready to go. Giorgio lines up to take the draw. It is won by the Blues to Peterson. He gives it to Rubus. Rubus has it roll off of his stick. He reverses into his own zone. He goes backhand over to Peterson. Peterson far side tries to hit Zilm. It misses him. Carshield reverses in their own zone with it. They chip it forward. Give and go picked off by Zilm. He tries to go to Giorgio. Loose puck sitting there. Boyer knocks it off a Carshield player's stick. He tries to hit Zilm in front. Heads up. Here comes Carshield. 3-on-2 back into the Blue zone. 4-on-2 now. Good back check by Boyer. And that puck is going to fall off the stick and go in offsides. Blues will send out Crowley, Bowers up front. Defensively, we'll have Smith and Brooks on the ice. Neutral zone face-off. After that, offsides is across from the Blues bench. Blues center gets tossed. Face-off is won by Carshield. They cross. They're going to hold up on their own blue line. Blues immediately converge there. Carshield comes in to help their player out. They push it towards the center. Brooks tips it up into the air. Bowers has a bounce on him. He settles it. He pushes it through the legs of the defenseman. Blues go in on the forecheck now. Crowley gets there first, pushes to the corner. He goes out to the point to Smith. Smith over to Brooks. Brooks steps around. He puts it behind the net. That goes into the far corner. Bowers goes for it. Smith pitches down, gets it to Bowers. Bowers pass to the front, nobody home, goes all the way out to the near side point to Brooks. He puts it in deep. That's going to go far corner. Again, a pinch by Smith. He uses his skate, pushes it in deep for Bowers. Bowers shot. That's on. Saved there. And Carshield turns. They send it all the way down, and that will be an icing against Carshield. Blues change again. They send Fugner, Schneider, Harris up front. Rubus and Komodowski will be the defensive pairing. Offensive zone face-off will be the left of the Carshield goaltender. It is won by the Blues. Fugner skates it out to the point. He goes far side for Komodowski. Komodowski with pressure. He puts it in deep. It goes behind the net. Schneider blocks down the passing attempt. He reverses, pulls it back. He takes it behind, tries to go in front. Fugner didn't see it coming. And as the play is coming through the neutral zone, the net gets knocked off, and we get a stoppage in play. And that's going to bring the face-off all the way back down, it looks like. Or they're saying to the neutral zone now. Not sure why they would have had that in the zone, but face-off will be across from the Carshield bench. Fugner lines up to take it. It is won by Carshield. They flip it high, gloved down by Komodowski. He makes a move just inside his blue line. He brings it through the neutral zone now, crosses into Carshield territory. He holds it in the corner, gets it down low for Harris. Harris takes it out the side. He's got a man all over him. He reverses now, drops it for Rubus. Rubus goes to Komodowski. Komodowski shoot. That goes wide. Schneider or Harris picks up the rebound, goes out to Rubus. Rubus circles on the blue line, blows an edge, gets it to Schneider. Schneider tries to hit Fugner in front. Carshield picks that off, and here they come back to the neutral zone. Rubus hits his man. He throws it all the way down on net as he was taking the hit. Stutzer plays it to Komodowski. Komodowski's going to go for a skate, and he gets it knocked off of his stick, comes back, grabs it. He sends it high in the air. And that is going to be a high stick against Carshield. So we'll have an offensive zone face-off for the Spatansky-Wessel-Blanchard line to the left of the Carshield goaltender. Defensive pairing will be Peterson and Smith. Face-off one back to Smith. Long shot, that hits a player. And he is stung, and then Blues unable to hold his own as a pass to the point is mishandled. Allows the Carshield player who was holding his arm after he took that hit to get off the ice. Blues put it in deep, tipped in. Carshield's goalie plays it up the sideboards, held there by Blanchard. It goes into the corner. They're going to push it to the near side corner now. They try to clear out. That's picked off by Spatansky. He gets hit, holds it there. Good stick lift by Wessel, and then their pass goes right to Smith. He takes it down low, hits the ref's skates. Now he's going to skate it behind the net. He tries to get it over to Wessel, and loose puck sits in front, heads up. They got a man behind the Blues players. Nobody saw him. Spatansky holds at the line, and now the puck comes through and heads up. They've got a semi-break to the outside. Long shot, easy glove save, and held on to by Stutzer. Off defensive zone face-off will be to the right of Stutzer. Blues send out Giorgio, Boyer, Zilm up front. Brooks and Rubus will be the defensive pair. Blues win the face-off. Rubus takes it behind the net and stops. He knocks it off a Carshield player's stick and passes it up to Zilm. Zilm has it knocked off of his stick. He sends it forward. Just misses Giorgio, and it goes all the way down for icing. So we'll do it again from the Blues defensive zone to the right of Stutzer. No change in personnel for either team. Face-off is again won by the Blues at the corner. Rubus sends it off the glass. That goes all the way out to the point. Carshield holds. They block down the attempt to the corner. They come back away with it. Shot, loose puck in front. Picked up by Boyer. He's going to reverse in the corner as he's got pressure all over him. Good stick by Giorgio. Breaks that up. Carshield gets it again. They send it to the point. That shot goes a mile high. And Carshield's just going to put it back in deep and start a line change. Rubus flips it up. That's picked off. Wide open in front. Rolls off of his stick. He pushes it behind the Blues net. Wow, heavy pressure here by Carshield as Blues unable to clear. And Carshield finally do it for the Blues, but then they're going to bring it right back in. They put it in deep. Brooks is going to pick this up in the near side corner. He sends it up to Boyer. Boyer backhand pass to Giorgio. And here comes Giorgio with the 2-on-1, and he tries to hit Zilm. It's just out of his reach. Rubus picks it up, sends it far side corner. Boyer grabs it. He goes out to the point to Komodoski. Komodoski's going to skate it in. He takes it down low, takes it behind the net now. He tries to send it out to Rubus, and there's a Carshield player behind him. Their pass hits off of another stick, and it's going to be offsides on the Blues. So we'll have a neutral zone face-off after that offsides. Crowley, Bauer, and Bowers will be up front. Komodoski and Miniman on defense. As Komodoski got released from the sin bin. Blues win the draw. Bowers gets it to Bauer. It gets knocked off of his stick, goes behind the net. Bowers comes away with it, sends it out to Komodoski. Komodoski goes to Miniman. Miniman skates the top of the circle. He tries to go to Crowley. He's got a man all over him, just guides it into the far corner. Bowers gets taken down, no call, and now he's going to get it. And so Blues are going to go to the power play as one of their players took Blues players down pretty hard there. So Blues power play with 10:49 left here in the third period. Blues send out Bugner, Schneider, Harris up front. Defensively, we'll have Miniman and Komodoski continuing. Face-off will come to the Carshield goaltender's left. Bugner's going to take it. It is won by the Blues. Harris sends it out to Komodoski. Komodoski to Miniman at the line. Back to Komodoski. Back to Miniman. He skates. He takes a long shot. That gets through as Schneider was in front of the goal. Hits the pad. Comes out. Schneider gets it from Komodoski. Komodoski out to Fugner. Fugner back to Komodoski on the point. He goes to Harris, near side circle. Back to Miniman. He has to settle it as it bounced back down to Harris. Harris, far side for Komodoski. Komodoski shot. That hits off the head of the Carshield goalie. Comes all the way around to the neutral zone. Miniman picks it up. He sends it back over for Harris. Harris lets it go for Fugner. Fugner's going to skate it. He brings it through the neutral zone, crosses the red zone, brings it into Carshield territory. He takes a big hit, pushes it down low. Harris picks it up, sends it out to the point to Miniman. Miniman skates the line. He goes back to Harris. Harris shot on. That save. Schneider grabs a rebound right back to Harris. Harris, another shot. That's on. Held on to this time by the Carshield goaltenders. Blues had a couple good opportunities there. and it was Carshield's goalie who was up for the challenge. Blues will send a fresh line out. We have Spatansky, Wessel, and Blanchard up front. Peterson and Rubis will be the defensive pairing. Face-off is won by the Blues. Wessel puts it in down deep for Spatansky. It rolls on him, but he still grabs it. He sends it out the point to Rubis. Rubis skates the line and goes to Peterson. Back to Rubis. Rubis to Spatansky. Spatansky shot on, rebound in front. Blanchard gets knocked down. Puck goes into the corner. Spatansky grabs it. He tries to get it to the point. He instead gloves it down. He kicks it to himself now. Carshield grabs it. Their clearing attempt is picked off by Rubis. Rubis skates the line. He's going to bring it down low. He takes it to the front. Oh, can't slide it through to anybody. Spatansky grabs it. He goes back to Peterson. Peterson right back to Spatansky. Spatansky reverses. He goes to Rubis. Rubis with space shoots it on. Easy glove save again for the Carshield goaltender. And we'll have another stoppage in play. Blues send out a fresh unit. Smith and Brooks will be the defensive pairing. Giorgio, Boyer, Zilm will be up front. 9:07 left here in the third period. Blues lead 2-1. Giorgio lines up to take this one to the Carshield goaltender's left. Face-off won by the Blues. They send it out to Smith. Smith puts it back in right behind the net. Boyer's going to go forecheck far side corner here. He takes the hit but holds it there. Giorgio comes in to help him out. They push it around. They get it to the side. Stick knocked out of the hand of the Carshield player. Carshield able to clear and heads up. They got a 3-on-2 coming through the neutral zone. Good back check by Boyer as they get the shot, but it deflects off of the shin pad of Brooks into the netting. Same line, no change in personnel for the Blues. Giorgio lines up to take it. He wins it back to Smith in the corner. Smith's going to skate it behind the net. He reverses behind Brooks. Brooks is going to go far side. He tries to hit Zilm. That goes all the way down. That's going to be on net. Carshield goaltender is just going to hold on to it, and that'll do it for that threat, as it just rolled on net, and he decided to hold it. Blues will have an offensive zone face-off, this time to the right of the Carshield goaltender. No change in personnel once again. Giorgio loses that face-off. Carshield sends it behind, bounces out, and ref, even though it was right in front of him, blew the whistle as it was sitting right on the side of the net. So we'll continue here with 8:21 left in the third. 5-on-5, even strength hockey. Giorgio lines up to take this draw. He wins it back to Brooks. Brooks takes a slap shot. That goes a mile wide, all the way out to the point to Smith. He sends it back around the net for Boyer. Boyer back to Smith at the point. Smith shot. That gets through and hits Giorgio. Loose puck in front, picked up by Carshield. They're going to skate it through the neutral zone, and they push it through. Brooks steps up, hits his man. Stutzer settles the loose puck behind the net. Smith grabs it. He's going to reverse into his own corner. He gives it to Brooks now as he has a little more room. Brooks goes to Boyer. Boyer has it bounce off of his stick. Zilm picks up the loose puck. He brings it in. He gets around one man, pushes it to the corner, and they're going to push it back out to the point. Brooks grabs it. He puts it in deep. Zilm grabs it behind. He tries to pass it to the front, hits the goalie stick, goes a mile high. Kamadaski dodges the hit, puts it in deep. Zilm grabs it at the point. He pushes it back down low. Bauer's fresh on the ice. He's going to go hit his man. Carshield comes away with it. They're going to chip it into their own bench, and that should be a face-off in the offensive zone for the Blues to the left of the Carshield goaltender, and it will be. Blues send out the rest of that unit, so Crowley, Bauer's up front, Kamadaski and Miniman on defense. Face off, won by the Blues. Bauer pushes it towards the net, loose puck in front. Oh, man, no blue can get to it as it was behind the Carshield goalie. And finally, a Carshield defender pokes it out. Blues still grabbed it, and now Carshield is taking it back, and they're going to bring it through the neutral zone with speed. And their pass picked off by Crowley. Crowley tips it to Miniman. Miniman, he loses the puck and heads up, quick shot by Carshield. That goes all the way around to the point. And now Carshield's getting set up in the blue zone. They try going far side. Bauer's the only man there. He grabs the loose puck. He tries to clear. That goes right to the point, and now he's going to battle for it as he's got 4 Carshield players. Miniman grabs the loose puck after Crowley hits his man. Komodowski gives it to Crowley now. It bounces off his stick, goes to Bauer. Bauer puts it in deep. Crowley goes in on the forecheck. They're going to take it behind. Bauer hits his man. And here comes Carshield back with numbers again, and they're going to send it all the way down, and that'll be an icing. Blues send out Fugner, Schneider, Harris up front. Face-off won by Fugner, back to Peterson. Peterson walks the line. He goes over to Rubis. Rubis takes a shot. That's on, loose puck in front. Blues can't grab it. Carshield sends it all the way down, and that should be an icing again. And we're going to do it again from the Carshield zone. This time we'll do it from the goaltender's left. Fugner lines up to take this one. Face-off is won by Carshield. Pass picked off by Fugner. He reverses into the corner for Schneider. Schneider reverses, hangs on to the puck. And finally, Carshield able to get it away from a Blues player. Carshield throws it out of the zone, so they have to hold up there. Schneider picks up the loose puck. He chips it around the last defender, and he's going to go in on the puck. They take it behind the net. They go up the boards. Peterson, Fugner's going to grab that. He sends a shot. Rebound goes behind the net. Carshield grabs it. Their clearing attempt picked up by Schneider. He hits his man. Their pass is picked off by Rubis, and Rubis again holds the line. Schneider tries to tip it over, and finally Carshield able to clear, but it goes right to Peterson as Blues got to hurry. Gets it to Fugner. Fugner with space. Tries to go to Rubis. Rubis over to Schneider. Can't get a stick on it as he was getting held up. Carshield comes away with it. Fugner picks off the pass. He goes to Peterson. Peterson chips it behind himself, takes it down low. He gets hit behind the net. Harris goes and takes the puck. He reverses. Schneider goes in to help him out. Harris kicks it, and they come away with it. They're going to bring it out near side, pass up the sideboards, heads up. They got a man streaking behind, and they hit him. Rubis back, though, pushes him out. Long glove save is picked up by Stutzer the whole way, and he hangs on to it for a faceoff. Blues send out Spatansky, Wessel, Blanchard up front. Defensively, we'll have Brooks and Smith. Faceoff is won by Carshield. They're going to give it out to the point. They go D to D on the line. Long shot blocked by Spatansky. He's going to pick up the puck. He skates it up, sends it to Blanchard. Blanchard crosses the red line, throws it around the defenseman deep. Blues forecheck in the corner. Carshield comes away with it. They're going to do a long stretch pass. That connects. They're going to bring it into the blue zone 2-on-2. Toe drag is Harm knocked off his stick and goes straight to the Blues goal. Tansky wins that face off to the corner. Smith has it. He gets hooked. No call there. He still comes away with the puck, sends it up the boards for Wessel. Wessel's going to reverse it down low as he had a man all over him. He skates in front. He goes to Blanchard. Blanchard has it knocked off of his stick. Carshield grabbed it, but Malachi Smith stole it right back, gave it to Spatansky. Spatansky back to Brooks, now back to Smith. And he sends it through, hits spot right in the center. He brings it into Carshield's territory, takes it to the outside, reverses out to the point to Smith. Long shot, that gets through and held on to by the Carshield goaltender for a stoppage in play with 3:56 left here in the third period. Blues send out Giorgio, Zilm, Boyer up front. Kamadoski and Miniman will be the defensive pairing. Face-off is won by Carshield. They circle in their own zone. They send it far side. It's behind their man, so it's going to go all the way down. They wave off icing. Kamadoski reverses. Boyer on the back check, tries to get to it. Carshield comes away with it. They take a shot. That goes wide. Comes out to the far sideboards. They put it back in deep. Giorgio goes into back check. Carshield comes away with it, skates it out to the point. They put it back in deep. Miniman's going to settle that behind the net. He pushes it up for Boyer on the sideboards. Boyer has it roll on him. Tries to get to Giorgio. It goes right to a Carshield player, and he's got room. Takes a shot. That goes high. Miniman grabs a loose puck, and he's going to skate it out. He tries to go to Giorgio. It hits his skate, goes right to Boyer, and here comes Boyer, Zilm, and Giorgio. Shot, pad save, loose puck in front. Nobody can get to it. They clear it, and it goes out to the point, and then we get a stoppage in play as Johnny Zilm gets thrown into the goalie again. And we're ready to resume the third period after the worst call in the history of hockey. Zilm gets absolutely leveled, and they put him into the box. Face-off won by the Blues here shorthanded. They have Boyer and Giorgio up front. Carshield controls. They reverse at the point. He goes down, and it goes down into the corner now. Miniman battles behind the net for it. They skate it out. They send it to the top of the far side circle. Now down low. That's picked off by Kamadoski. He's going to skate it through the neutral zone, crosses the red line, shakes off a hit, and then he pushes it in deep. He's going to forecheck it himself. He hits his man. They reverse it behind their own net. And here comes Carshield through the neutral zone. They lead man it. That gets picked off. Giorgio on a good forecheck breaks up that zone exit. And now they're going to try near side. They send it far side on a long stretch pass. Then they send it in the blue zone. Picked off by Kamadoski, and he sends it all the way down for an icing. Blues will have a defensive zone face-off. This time it will be to the left of Stutzer. Keep an eye on the Carshield goal as they're down a goal here with 2:14 left on the power play. Face-off is won by Carshield. It is being battled for on the sideboards by Rubis. Spatansky picks off the pass. He tips it around, and Spatansky has a 2-on-1 with Wessel. As he gets to the outside, he gets held up. No call again. And now they're going to control behind their own net. They're going to bring it out far side on the sideboards. They skate. They make a move on the blue line. They take it to the red line player. Peterson hits his man. Carshield comes away with it. Peterson knocks it off of his stick, and now they're going to battle in the behind the net for it. Carshield's second player comes in and grabs it. Peterson pushes it up the sideboards. Spatansky in a foot race gets it out to the neutral zone again, and it goes in offsides. Neutral zone face-off will come to directly across from the Blues bench. Blues send out Bugner, Harris, Schneider up front. Peterson and Rubis will be the defensive pairing. Blues center gets tossed as the wingers cheated in there. Blues win the faceoff. Rubis grabs it. He's going to cross the red line. He puts it in deep. That goes behind the net, settled by the goalie. Harris beats his man to the puck. He takes into the corner. He sends it out to Rubis. Rubis skates the line. He flips it towards Pat, saved by the goalie, goes right to their defenseman. Harris now in the corner. He holds it there. They're going to go far side, out of the reach of everybody. Rubis beats his man to the puck. He turns it in his own zone. He's going to send it up. That's just out of Schneider's reach. Carshield grabs it in their own zone. They go D to D with it. They're going to go far side, complete the stretch pass, and Rubis picks it up. He tries to clear it out of the zone. Schneider finally does. Carshield in the middle of trying to pull their goalie and had to stop, and now he retreats to the net. Rubis sends it behind the net to Peterson. Peterson, he's going to skate it through the neutral zone. He gets around the last man. He tries to put it in. Fugner has to reverse and grab it. Fugner goes to Rubis, who is in the middle of changing. Rubis just flips it high in the air. It goes into the Carshield zone. Carshield goes D to D. Now they send it forward. They're going to bring it into the blue zone. They take it to the outside. Zilm breaks that up. Fugner there. He's going to take the puck. He reverses. He sends it off the boards high out. That's going to go all the way down, and it will be an icing against the Blues. So 12.3 seconds left here in the third. Blues up 2-1. Carshield has pulled their goalie. Blues have Giorgio, Zilm, and Boyer up front. Malachi Smith and Linus Brooks will be the defensive pairing. Carshield already used their timeout, so they couldn't call it here. Face-off, won by Giorgio, goes on net. Good heads-up play by Stutzer. They grab it from the sideboards. They take a shot. They put it in front. Loose puck. Take a shot. That goes just wide. Boyer grabs it. He clears, and that's going to do it. Blues are going to win 2-1 in a really tough matchup here. Carshield showed up today, and it was a pretty good game there. So we'll be back this coming weekend from Detroit for the Tier 1 Elite Showcase. Blues will play Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Not sure times. We'll post it somewhere, I guess. But until then, we'll see ya.